this is one of those topics that there's going to be a lot of feelings in the chat, folks. Right now, there are a lot of rumors circulating, as they did to open up 2024. Couple of big time, community members, obviously reported yesterday that Forza Horizon 5 was potentially going to be announced at Gamescom, coming to the PlayStation 5. Again, we have the debunked information from Jez Corden, which I'm going to read verbatim. He did do a story on it. Originally, this was reported upon by many people. Xbox Era did a story. Shinobi 602 put it out there. Ecstasies did a GIF of Mexico. And if you don't know who Ecstasies is, he's a Spanish YouTuber, and he has great connections. I've had him on the show several times. He's someone I trust. Xbox Era.
Outside of Shinobi, though, everybody else already kind of changed it, right? So Xbox Era changed their article because of Jez.
Yeah.
And then Ecstasies, he went and said he changed his thing to not that it won't come, but he says he knows that it's coming.
Yes,
even if it's not next week. So like he's not saying that it's the one that's supposedly coming next week, but he says he knows it's still coming.
So let's again, this is one of those things. Let's just get into it. I get the story in front of me. It was posted by Jez Corden of Windows Central, as he does normally. Rumor: another big Xbox game is heading to PS5 to be announced next week. The question is, what could it be? Okay, so in the what you need to know section, it says Microsoft is working on porting Xbox games to PlayStation per strategy outlined earlier this year. Microsoft has been clear on what games would be ported, leading to a ton of speculation. So far, Pentiment, Grounded, Hi-Fi Rush, and Sea of Thieves have moved across the lines. Now, noted insider Shinobi 602 has implied that another big Xbox game is slated to be announced for PlayStation next week, where Gamescom 2024 is set to take place. Now, in the story, okay, folks, that I have here for you, it is, according to Jez Corden and the article, Killer Instinct, State of Decay 2, or Halo Master Chief Collection are making their way across sooner rather than later. But so far, according to Jez Corden, and of course, Hazardor Gaming, who posted Jez's article, so shout out to Hazardor Gaming once again, it's just speculation. It's not 3 games. Yeah. It is 1 game, one of the 3. Now, I say one of the 4 because, again, I know Jez Corden has his sources, and he believes that it's not going to be Forza Horizon 5. There is someone I talked to behind the scenes today. I won't say who, but what was made and brought to my attention, which made a lot of sense, was that the Forza tech engine is a very specific engine and would cost a lot of money for Microsoft to spend to get that onto the PlayStation. Remember, it's not Unreal Engine 5 that they're running, it's the Forza tech engine. So there would be a significant amount of development dollars to obviously be spent, and that probably would be in the millions, to get Forza Horizon 5 working on a PlayStation 5. So again, to me, now it starts to kind of lower whether or not that's going to be the game. Killer Instinct for me, and again, please don't throw the virtual tomatoes. I really like that idea. Now, a year ago, I would have been, no way, Jose, don't give PlayStation nothing, whatever. But I want to bring to everyone's attention why I like the idea. Killer Instinct, at least for me, is probably my favorite fighting game of all time. And I'm talking about all the greats involved in there. Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear, any of the SNK stuff, Fatal Fury, what you name it. I think that this is tip of the spear. The problem with keeping it only to Xbox would be an issue of we are going to play it. PC gamers are going to play it. But I think that because the fighting genre is so niche, and I really mean, I know people are going to be pushing back on me and then be like, hey, Boom, what are you talking about? Mortal Kombat sold. Did it? I don't know. I'm going to pull the numbers for each particular one, but like Street Fighter 6 is a phenomenal fighting game, and it sold 3 million copies. Maybe it's closer to 4 now, but that's across PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Is that good enough for you? Because I don't think it's good enough for Capcom. They won't admit it. Same thing with Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 1, unbelievable game. It just didn't sell. Take Tekken. Tekken 8 is a great. This has been the last couple of years have been crazy for fighters, and it's just not moving. Like, I know Cognito, I love you, brother. That's Mr. Tekken. K Mega, another king of a Killer Instinct dude. They're fighting guys, but the problem is that it's a niche genre, and you need more people involved. So if you can get the next Killer Instinct, which I believe we already know they're working on it, the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch 2, you're going to have a lot more players. And what you could possibly have is, remember Soul Calibur all those years ago, C-Money, where there was 3 versions, right?
Yep.
You had a Tekken character for PlayStation. You had Spawn for Xbox, which is freaking dope. And you had Link for for Nintendo. I love that. I think bringing that back, having specific, like getting a Kratos as one of the characters for PlayStation, I think I would play that game. But let's get your thoughts on this, because again, a lot of people don't like talking about the C, and I don't like shying away from controversy because it's controversy. This is a conversation that we need to have. The gaming industry, C, as you know, you're a businessman. You run your own business, so you understand that it's about making money. And I don't agree with a lot of the moves. I think the Master Chief Collection, that's a pillar. I'm sorry, I'm just not putting that on. This is me, folks. Flip me if you want. Make fun of me if you want. I don't, and I will never like the idea of our pillars, and I know that sounds ridiculous. People are going to clip it. It's fine. Make fun of me. It's okay. The 3 main pillars of Xbox, Gears, Forza, and Halo. I'm sorry. There's just some things that are like everyone likes to call them the quote-unquote sacred cows, if you will. I think that there are enough games that you can do multi-plat, but those 3 don't have to be. They could stay and live where they are and do just fine. But again, it's because I'm the old man in the room and I understand my shortcomings. See, let's talk about this, man.
So this is the thing. This is a wild topic, because obviously, no matter what, anytime Xbox has good news coming, no matter what, if it's good news that came or good news coming, no matter what, it never fails. We say this over and over again. If you clip what I'm saying right now and go back to the past, to the last time this happened, we're saying the same thing. Why? Because it happens time and time again.
Indeed.
Xbox is going to be at Gamescom next week. It's going to be Xbox's show. Okay, we already seen Jeff Keighley bend the knee. 2 games, the only 2 games he hyped up in his post was Call of Duty and Indiana Jones, right? 2 Xbox games that are going to headline Gamescom. Xbox is going to own next week. So instead of everybody pumped, going in there, looking forward to seeing the dope ass games that are coming everywhere, seeing the games that Xbox is going to be putting out there, they try to rob Xbox and Xbox fans of that experience of just enjoying gaming. Why? Because they do not enjoy gaming. Look at the people who are sitting there dooming and glooming and talking bad about this stuff, and see that either they don't actually play games almost ever, or they're ponies who don't have games. So they're sitting there and they're trying to port beg for every game under the sun. If you remember last February or whenever, before they came out and said, hey, these 4 games are coming, the speculation was everywhere. Oh my God, next week they're going to talk about Halo, Gears, Forza, Hellblade, every game that Xbox made was going to be announced in February during that show. And what did they announce? 2 tiny games, 2 games of service. That's it. And
one of which
old
is the
ones.
best-selling game since it launched on PS4 and PS5 and Sea of Thieves. Just saying.
Facts, right? Facts, right? So this is the thing. It's just, it blows my mind that this is the way that it constantly goes. But we know this, right? So as much as it blows my mind, right, it's also a known quantity, right? It's just at some point you kind of start wondering if they'll stop, right? So right now it's the same thing. Now is the doom and gloom. Oh my god, the Xbox is gonna do this and Xbox is gonna do that, and they're gonna die. Xbox doesn't care about you anymore. Xbox doesn't care about the Xbox gamers. Guys, how many games we got coming this year, next year, and the year after that already mapped out?
So you're saying
How
are you saying that Xbox has a roadmap and Sony doesn't? Oh,
it seems
what
that
a
way.
revelation! See,
It seems that way. It's funny. It's funny, but that's the point, right? We have so much invested in us. Again, Xbox is no longer the side piece of Microsoft. It's no longer the ugly redheaded stepchild of, and I know that's not a good thing to say anymore. It's just
it's
an old
fine.
saying.
Listen, so
It's an old saying.
apologies to all the redheaded stepchildren. We still love
Yeah,
you. It's great.
yes, I'm not talking crap about you. All right. It's just an old saying. I'm an old dude. All right. But it's no longer the side thing, right? It is 100% a pillar of Microsoft now.
Yeah.
If you think that you are smarter than the $3 trillion company who is now taking Xbox, put it up on that pedestal, and now has put it in a position where it is going to forever stay as a primary part of Microsoft's income. If you think you're smarter and you think that them taking some of these games and putting them somewhere else is going to somehow hurt them, or is going to hurt Xbox, or is going to hurt the Xbox gamers, I'm sorry, fam, but you are wrong. If I was on my channel right now, I would say a very different word than you are wrong. Tonight, I will say a very different word than you are
I
wrong.
appreciate the candor, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
I will say that. But it's just the reality, right? Now, this is the new thing, guys, that we're seeing. And again, later on tonight, I'll go into the full way of it. But the new thing that we're seeing is that before anything happens and before anything's announced, based off of a rumor, those people that were dooming and glooming on the quote unquote Xbox side, right? Who theoretically you would, if you looked at them and you try to put them somewhere, if you had to pick Xbox or PlayStation, you would have been like, oh no, this guy's on the Xbox side, right? Those people who were dooming and glooming and got like berated by the real Xbox fans who are like, bro, you're not one of us. Go somewhere else. That, like, just stay over there. We don't care, right? Now what they're trying to do is preemptively going out and saying, yeah, listen, you guys talk crap about me before about saying this, but look at what's happening, blah blah blah. You guys are still gonna lick the boot of Xbox. Come on, man. Come on, dog. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So I get it. Now I understand. So Xbox people, Xbox fans, okay, are wrong for remaining Xbox fans because the BS narrative that you guys want to spin for whatever reason doesn't hit us at all, because we're not saying, well, if Forza comes next week, whoa, fuck Xbox. Oh goddamn shit. Sorry.
Fine.
Screw Xbox.
We're
right?
allowed at least one or two. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. So screw Xbox. We're out. Boom, rip that Xbox logo off your wall. We're not going to support this team. What do you mean? Why would we don't love Xbox Game Pass, or we don't love the exclusives that we get, or the regular games that we get, whatever it is. We don't love those things. So now we are going to be talk crap about or made fun of by supposedly other Xbox people because we're not going to abandon Xbox, right? Because we're not going to be like, I'm out. Screw this. I'm going back to spending $70 a game. All right. Xbox will learn the pain. That's right. Or better yet, I'll dust off my PlayStation and start spending $70 over there for games that I would have gotten for free in Game Pass. But no. I got to prove a point. I got to prove a point and let Xbox know how hurt I am that they're taking an old ass game and putting it elsewhere. Come on, y'all. Come on. Listen, do I want Xbox to share their games at all? No, for me, I would prefer PlayStation don't get shit. But you know what I do know? Because as you said, Boom, I am a businessman. I understand that there's benefits to what's happening, right? And understand that when PlayStation does these things, again, we can call it what it is, but these are just the facts. When PlayStation does these things, it's for survival. They're doing this stuff because if they don't do it, if they don't release Lego Horizons on Nintendo Switch day and date, brand new game with an tentpole IP, if they don't do that, they know that game is not going to sell because the PlayStation players won't buy it, right? So they need to do it for survival. You know what Xbox is doing? And they've shown us nothing but this time and time again. Whatever they gain, whether from subscriptions, whether from game sales on Xbox, whether game sales on PC, whether cloud, whether the games they sell on PlayStation, whatever they gain, they turn around, reinvest that back into the Xbox ecosystem and give us more games into Game Pass, give us more first party games, give us more third party day and date games into Game Pass time and time again. They are already investing in new studios. We know that Playground themselves has a third studio that was just created that right now is supporting the development of Fable. But let's be clear, what they're doing is very simple. They're learning Forza Tech, right? So they're taking this new studio, taking the people who right now don't have anything to do because a game has to be created first before they can start working on it, right? So whatever small team is the incubation team that's working on whatever game that they're actually going to be working on, they're doing that. Everybody else that they hire, they have to learn Forza Tech. And what's the best way to do that? By working on another game that's already using Forza Tech, right? So they have a new studio that they just made. That costs money, investment from Microsoft to us. Boom. Activision, new studio elsewhere. Again, AAA studio. More money being spent by Microsoft for us. Doing deals with 100 Star, the Rocksteady devs that left, making their next game for Xbox. Investment for us. People Can Fly, Certain Affinity, all these other games that they're making with these other developers. Dude, they do nothing but give us back. So I'm sorry if I'm not going to pack up and say, I'm out, guys. I need everybody to know I'm leaving Xbox. I'm leaving. I'm out. I can't take the no. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay? If that's you, do that, bro. But guess what? Don't announce it. No one
Just
cares. No one cares
Yeah.
that you think that Xbox fans are dumb. What are you talking about? We get nothing but games. We get nothing but games. Y'all don't think PlayStation fans are dumb? They get nothing. How is the Xbox dudes spending time talking about other Xbox dudes and they waste so little energy talking about the other side? Come on, man. Come on. How about instead of talking crap, why don't you pick up a controller, right? And play some of the games that you got for free in Game Pass? Because You ain't fooling nobody, clown. You have Game Pass Ultimate. We know it. And you're gonna keep having that shit regardless of what games go where. But you are looking for clout. You want to be special. You want people to look at you and say, "Oh man, this guy has good takes." Nah, fam. Nah, you're a joke. You're a joke. That's just the reality.